Hello. Okay, so today I want to talk about the law of assumption, and I want to give a really cool scripting exercise for you guys to do starting today. And you're going to do it. It takes no time at all, every day for 30 days. And then we're going to see the results. We're going to talk about the results of that. So Neville Goddard is one of my favorite thought leaders that I listen to all the time. And he talks about the law of assumption. And we were talking about the mirroring effect, where our outer world is only a reflection of our inner world. Whatever we think, believe, and feel about ourselves, about others, about life is ultimately what we're projecting onto the screen of life. So if something's not working out there, nobody else can fix it for us. Nobody can save us. There's nothing out there that needs to be fixed. That's like looking in a mirror and seeing a smudge on your shirt and trying to erase it in the mirror. It won't go away. We've got to erase it here. We've got to fix the thing in here, fix the programming in here, fix the thoughts or the beliefs within. And then eventually the world will mold and shape and reflect back to us what we're truly feeling. So this law of assumption is similar to that. It's what we assume to be, what we assume will be, will be. And it's challenging when things that have been going on in our lives, we have so much evidence of things going one way, whether it's with money, finances, relationships. It's challenging not to assume, why would it be any different? Why would this month be any different than last? Why would this person change or treat me any differently than they have before? It's when we assume the result, the behavior, the circumstance, when we're assuming the story of it, the result of it, we're writing the script for it. So if we want it to change, we must assume something different. We must stand in a different space, a different ideal state of mind to change it. So for example, if we want something out there, somewhere different, it means we don't have it, because we wouldn't want something if we already had it. If I have a glass of water, I won't need a glass of water if I already have it. If I don't have one, then I'm going to want one. So I've got to go get it. I've got to go find out where it's at. So when it comes to materialistic things, if we want things, and most of the time people want things to make them feel better. So it's an emotion that we're actually going after. It's a feeling we're actually going after. And we think we're going to find that feeling in that desire, the thing, the car, the house, the money, the clients, the relationships will bring us that feeling. But when we start feeling that feeling of what that thing would bring us, if we start feeling that thing first, then we're standing in the space. We are lining up with the frequency of that thing. Because if money is going to bring me, if I think it's going to bring me safety and security, freedom, fun, bliss, then I stand in that feeling of that first. And if I'm in the feeling of bliss and really happiness and freedom, if I'm feeling that, feeling abundant, the money has to come. That's where the law just snaps into place. The money must come because I'm already lining my feelings with the frequency of it. I've raised my vibration. I've raised my frequency to line up with it now. It's difficult sometimes when you're in a place of lack and that's what you visually see. You don't see what the things that you want. So then we crave the things that we want and we go after and we force and we push and then wonder. And we're talking to the world and the world's only responding back to us as a mirror. It would be like standing in a mirror, yelling at yourself in the mirror. You're getting the same gestures back. The mirror is reflecting you. I oftentimes, there's an exercise I do, I call it the 2 hula hoop, the jump, the quantum jump. I draw 2 circles on the ground and I stand in one of them and I dump all the stuff that I don't want in that: anxiety, scarcity, frustration, wherever I'm at in life, the things that I have, the opposite of the things that I want. The things I want are over there in that circle. The things I'm dumping are things that I don't want. So I'm just taking off the suit of anything I don't want. And I'm dumping it into this 1 hula hoop circle. Now I can't get those things over there standing here. I want those things over there that are in that hula hoop, which are the opposite of the things I'm dropping in this hula hoop. But how do I get those things over there? How do we get the things that are out there that we don't have? We've got to go get them, just like the water. So you step out of one circle, you step into the other one fully and completely. And now you're stepping in the second circle completely Now you're in it. You're in the state of the wishes fulfilled. You're in the state of having all those things. Now having all those things in that circle, in that little hula hoop cylinder, how would that make you feel? Now you're standing in that state and you have those things. You have the abundance. You have it's time to be creative and to really like gather up the emotions. You have the things. Feel the things. Feel the state. Feel the being. Feel the being that you now are in that new cylinder of the things that you want. Shifting states just like that. Imagining being into the new state. It's a lot of imagination. The imagination is what creates it. The imagination is the most powerful thing ever. And we were taught as kids to stop daydreaming. We were taught as kids, get your head out of the clouds, when that's where we should be, to create, to call it in, to create, to call in the invisible, to turn it visible. So that's the coolest part about all this, because you hold the keys. You hold the keys to your kingdom. We have all the tools. We have all the keys. We have everything, and nobody can take that away. Nobody can take that away. So there may be things that we can't control in our lives. We can shift them, we can control them and change them. But like in the moment, if we control how we react to them, and then we go back into recognizing, that's right, the law of assumption. What am I assuming about the situation? What am I assuming about this month? If I have not hit my goals, what am I assuming? Do I assume it's probably going to be like last month? It's probably going to be like the next month. Or do I step from one hula hoop and into the next hula hoop? And I just stand in my power, and I'm like, hell no, it's not gonna be like last month. I can assume it any way I want to. I'm assuming I'm getting 10 new clients this month. I'm assuming I'm manifesting 20K this month. It can come from known and unknown sources, because I know that that's how it comes in, the abundance of it. And when we look around to other people, when we look around online, especially when we're looking around at, well, they're making this much, they're saying this much, where are they getting their clients from? Where are they getting who are they selling to? Where are these people? Will these people buy from me? We start putting stories, we start creating these fabricated stories of kind of pretend people. And we're wondering things that really don't have anything to do with our power and what we can create. We're creating a whole stage show, which is what most of us do all the time, a whole stage show of why it won't work because of this person, this situation, this. And if you can imagine that no one else exists, we would seem a little schizophrenic. We would seem like we've got all these different personalities within us. So let's imagine no one else exists. Let's imagine we create every person. We create them by assuming they're making this much. Why them, not me? Where are they getting these clients from? No one in my town will buy from me. No one in my town, would ever spend that much. How do we know? How do you know? We don't know all the people in our town. We don't know who's watching us online. We have no idea. The next person you friend all of a sudden sees a post and is in your inbox and says, yes, pay in full, clicks the link. That is how easy it is when we stop creating these sideshows of situations that really have nothing to do with us. So we shift that. We shift it from you being the only one in the audience to all these sideshows that are up there wondering, what they're posting online, how much they're making and everything. How do you even know if that's the truth or not? There are so many things. Facebook is the place where the highlight reel, nobody sees behind the scenes. It's never as glamorous behind the scenes. So we take things that we see or hear with a grain of salt. We never know anyone's situation. We don't know if those are the right numbers. We don't know if they're just doing that for, to dangle carrots for other clients, which is very easy to do, not in integrity, but it's very easy to do. So to take your vision back and switch it, you're on stage now. All those people, if you're going to create a story, create one that works in your best interest. Create one that is beneficial to you. You're on stage. And all those people in the audience are there to watch you. All those people in the audience have paid to come see you. They want to hear you. They have paid a high ticket number for you, a high value, because you are of high worth and your gifts are magical. And they are there. They're your soul aligned clients. You're on stage and they're in the audience, not the other way around. So when you start finding yourself looking around and wondering why them, how much, how are they doing it? Will anybody buy anything from me? Am I that good enough? Do I know enough? Stop and shift the stage, shift the stage. There is always going to be someone in the grade below you, and there will always be someone in the grade above you. There are plenty of people right there, ideal clients ready to buy right here and right now from you. You just have to assume it to be true. And that's the work. That's the work to try to stay in that assumption, the assumption that benefits you. So the scripting exercise, there was something that I read that said 42% of your manifestations are more likely to come in when you write them down. Write them down, not just type them out, because supposedly when you write them down, first of all, you're using all your senses. You see it daily because it's written down, not just thought of. You're using both sides of your brain, not just one side of your brain. So even writing things down is even more intense and an amplification than typing even. It does something to your brain where, first of all, it used to put me kind of in a meditative state, and then you could just write and write and write. And I believe like your subconscious then is able to start speaking. So sometimes when you don't know what to write and you start writing, then all of a sudden words flow. So if you're not sure on something, it will help you get some clarity around it. So we're going to pick 3 to 5 things that you want to manifest within the 30 days. 3 to 5 things. They can be big, they can be small. They're only bigger or smaller because we say so. Really, it's the same tools to manifest $1 million or a button or a free cup of coffee. We put the pressure on the $1 million because we think that it's going to take more effort. We think that there are going to be more obstacles in our way. We think that we're going to have to try to figure it out versus a cup of coffee. Not much resistance around it. There's resistance around the money, but it's only because we make everything up. We put the resistance around it. We put the hurdles around it. So write down 3 to 5 things on your piece of paper that you want to manifest. We're going to write a statement. I just now received X amount of dollars. I just now received this many clients. I just now received, whether it's fun things or business things or health, whatever it is, a fun experience. 5 different things that you want to write down on your piece of paper. So now that you have your 3 to 5 desires written down, now we're going to turn that into a thank you letter, a gratitude letter. And it can be a thank you letter to the universe, to God, to whoever, to your higher powers, to your angels, to your higher self. Dear so-and-so, like as if you already had, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm in so much appreciation that I have this thing. It makes me feel like X, Y, and Z. I am so excited to experience this with whoever. Like you can create your own story. You can do a little paragraph for each desire. Add your feeling into it as if you're actually writing a thank you note to somebody. This is going to really seal in the deal of you standing in the wish fulfilled, you standing in the energy of the state of being, the frequency of where your desire is at. If it's about money and you have resistance around a certain amount, you don't want to say a certain amount, because I'll tell you, if you say $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or $50,000 a month, say it and see what number gives your stomach a little, nope, don't believe that's going to happen. 1,000 a month, 5,000 a month, and when you get up to the point of the little cringy, if it's exciting and scary, then that's still a good number. If it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like, I'm getting hot thinking about it, then back it down a little bit. If you can't put a number down at all, say something like, I am so excited that I have more money in my account than I've ever had before. I cannot wait to go shopping tomorrow. I cannot wait to figure out what I'm going to buy next. I can't wait to see, what will I buy? Who will I buy something for? Like just create the story about you've got all this money and now you're excited to spend it. Now, if you're excited to spend money, if you're getting excited to think about, gosh, what am I going to buy next? Then it already tells the universe, you already have the money. So again, it must deliver it to you. So staying in these little mini scenarios, these little mini skits in our mind, maybe that's why it's called schizophrenia. Staying little skits in our mind, allows our subconscious to like start believing that it's true. And then the law must bring it in. Then it will start to put the bridge of incidences, the synchronicities around, where one thing has to change, this has to change, and something's coming faster than others. So that's why we can't really think about the timing of it. We can certainly say something within 30 days or before, and then just not allow ourselves to wonder where it's at. Once we name it and claim it, it's done. It's done. That's why this letter is so powerful. So then you're going to write the letter. You're going to add your feelings to it. You're going to describe, what you're doing with these things. And then you're going to read it every morning and every night for 30 days. Put it by your bed, read it every morning and every night, and really like just get into that feeling of how grateful and your appreciation of these things that you have. And wow, like what a beautiful life. What a beautiful life. And then put it back down and then just let it go. Know that it's done and know that it's coming to you. That's how the law works.